Right. Okay, so there are many different types of training that you can upload to the system. There's what is called material, and then there's also loading actual online courses, such as SCORM. So what I'm going to cover first is what's called the materials learning object.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cover the video learning object. And then I'm going to cover the course import. So course import would be for SCORM or AICC content. So the way you'll reach the material learning object is through admin and catalog.
Okay.
And then you should have an option that says materials. And if you click on materials, and then these are all the materials that will be listed that you have created in the system. Since I'm a higher up administrator, I see all the materials in the system.
Right.
So you should only be able to see yours. So first thing you do is click Create Material in the top right. And this is going to this is going to be where I will create the material for the YouTube video. So I want to add a title, and we'll call this, let's say, Training YouTube Video. Material type, we'll say that this is multimedia. Select a provider. You want to select yourself as the provider. And if you want to associate any training hours with that, you can add those here. You can add a description. Subject, you have to select the subject. Just going to select safety.
Okay.
Now this is where we define what is going to be the material source. So by default, it's set to URL. So if I come over to YouTube, let's say I go to my library and I want this whole MarTech demo to be the link. I'll copy the link and paste that into the URL. Follow me?
Yep. Pretty straightforward.
Yep. So availability, and once we have this set, actually I do want to show you another thing. You can click a material type. So if you have a material type, you have all these different types of material. So you can have a Word document, PowerPoint, PDF, a JPEG. You can add that as the training type, and then you browse to, you have to choose the file, and then you can upload the file, and then that would be your training type. But in this case, since you want to use a YouTube video, we're going to use a link to the actual YouTube video.
Okay, so one question, Dusty.
Yes, sir.
Good.
So if you scroll up with the provider, are we able to see the other companies just because of the fact that it's you that's doing it, or would anybody be able to see like MarTech Media, Brookfield?
Yeah, like
Media.
we can see that.
We can see all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Anybody can. There are certain pieces of information in the system that are universal in the system, and providers is universal.
Okay. So
subjects are universal.
like ours, right?
I'm sorry?
Like, does that mean that somebody could upload training to our modules?
Well, it's only going to specify as a provider. So if someone, we try to limit the rights based upon provider. So if someone sets a provider to someone that's not themselves, then it's probably not going to show up it's going to affect the way they're able to access that data.
Okay. Good to know. Just in
Sorry,
case.
one more question. Can you guys, so when you're uploading material, I didn't see it up there, but can you upload like MP4s and like regular video files, or is that like, sorry, is that another thing?
That's another thing. Yeah. Well, I'll cover that next.
Okay. And we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. It's okay. I love the questions. Please feel free to ask questions whenever they come up.
Okay. Yeah, so far it's straight. I like straightforward.
Just a side note, you can also add materials as on-the-job training. So if there's any type of task that you wanted to create, such as annual safety observation, then you could create that under. You could create this as annual safety observation, and then select on-the-job training, and then you could select how that would be observed. So would it be a user's manager? Would it be by providers? And then you would select the, what I would recommend is observed by organizational unit. That way you can select the users that would observe the training. But I don't want to waste time on that right now. We're just focusing on learning, uploading training content. So if you think that you need to, or you want to use that in the future, please let me know and I can schedule another training call for that. So we pretty much have everything filled out on this page that's required. And so to move on to the next page, we click the next button. And this is where we're going to set the availability. Availability is very important in the system because it's going to tell the system who can search for this training. So right now, no one can search for this training because there isn't any availability set. We need to at least set availability to ourselves. So if we select users and then enter ourselves, like Dave as well, click done. And now this is going to allow myself and Dave to search for this training. And if include subordinates is selected, then if you were in the system as a manager, then all of the people under you would be able to search for that training as well. So if you want to limit who can search for this training, I recommend selecting include subordinates. If you want your entire division to be able to search for this training, then I recommend selecting that division, and that would allow all the users within your division to search for this training. And when I say search for the training, I'm referring to the search box in the top or through browse for training.
Right. Okay.
Next is going to be emails, and as a default, we do not have emails turned on in the system for materials. So if you do want emails to go out with this, then it's something that I would need to set up for you based upon a division level.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think so at this point. We don't need that. If we can assign it to all of Blue Earth, that's the main thing. And if we can make it as a required element, that would be good. So.
Okay.
Now, on this page here, the CEU credits, what is that? What does that refer to?
Right here?
No, below your material source. Target audience credits, yeah.
Yeah, that's anything you want to associate it with it.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So
yeah, this is information that it's not required, but you can fill it in if you want. I just came back to set the title, so to add Blue Earth to make it a little bit easier to search for.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to save this. And now if I come over to the Learning Assignment Tool page, Then click Create Assignment. Select my training. So here's my material. So the training YouTube video, Blue Earth, select that. Come to Next, and we'll assign, approve, and register this training. I always recommend selecting Assign, Approve, and Register. And this is going to select or allow me to select when this will process. Right now it's going to process immediately. If I wanted to set a specific date, then I could set that here.
Okay.
If I wanted to specify a due date, I could set that here as well. I'll select my users. I'm going to select myself. And click Next. Are you familiar with the Learning Assignment tool? Do I need to cover anything here?
Yeah, it looks, yeah, I've looked at this.
Okay.
Sorry, I have a quick question actually.
Yes, sir.
So you can, sorry, this, I'm not too familiar with the program. So this is you assigning the training to a specific person, right?
Right. This will allow me to select users. I can select like division, job titles, plant locations, departments.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I was just gonna ask if we can do all of Blue Earth and stuff like that too. Okay, that works.
Yeah. So all your departments, I can select. Let's say Hydro and Hydro Manager, and select those. If I click Generate User List, it's going to show me the users that will receive this training.
Perfect.
And if I say, okay, I don't want this guy to receive the training, or Lynn, and I can uncheck those.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and delete those because I don't want to assign this. Then I'll reset the user list. Click Next and click Submit. And so this is going to process. Right now it's queued and it's currently processing. Give that a minute. I'm going to go ahead and jump to the next item. We'll come back to this. Let me find a video that I want to use. Okay. Refresh this. Okay, so this is processed. Actually, I'm going to go to my transcript. This will be the first item on my transcript. I click Launch, and it opens up the YouTube video. Like that?
Yeah, that's pretty simple. I like that.
And click Mark Complete, and then that is complete, and it'll show up on the user's transcript as completed training.
Okay.
So the next item, if we go back to the catalog, and there's a video option. So I'll select videos, and we'll click create a video course. And then I'm going to upload a new video, and I'm going to attach a file. And let me find a file that isn't too big.
Any limitation on file size? Oh, 500 megabytes, okay.
Let me look that information up. I'm going to upload this video. Let me look at my help file.
Okay.
It says the max size is 500 megabytes on the page. If that's what you're looking for.
Oh, it does? You saw that? Oh, okay. Thank you.
So, sorry, you can embed a YouTube video instead? Like, you can put the YouTube video here as well instead of in the material section?
Yeah, you can do that. I'll be upfront with you, I haven't used this before. I had a client that was asking about this the other day, and it's something that I haven't walked through the training yet. There's also these Show Me tutorials, which will walk you through the training as well. So, so I've uploaded the video. I can preview the video. I'm going to click Next. Go to the general information. Select my provider. Select the subject. I'm going to see if I have to select the subject. I have to select the subject. Click Next. And let's see where you set the availability. So it's kind of got me a little stumped.
And your options.
That takes me back to the first page, the other page.
This piece, I think, would be for like if we're going to do embed a video but have slides as well.
Right.
I think.
Like the certain videos?
I think this piece would be more like if we were going to do a video but also have slides and stuff, like preceding and after, right? Instead of a video and part of it. I'm thinking that's what that is.
Right. Yeah, like this is just like a basic like. So you can go
So this is showing up without having to set the availability. So you see what I did whenever in the learning assignment tool, whenever I select training types, I just unchecked everything and selected video, and video came up. I'll select that, and like Blue Earth training video. Next, I'll assign, approve, and register. Process immediately, and select myself.
Same idea. Okay.
and submit.
And the video can be accessed by, is actually available to anybody.
So that's queued.
Yeah, we might have to figure out which format
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah.
Where it's going to work best, right? And then and go with it, right? So
Yeah.
probably the first one.
The YouTube videos.
Yeah. You know, or any, just a video,
Mhm.
right? If we're just doing a video, that would be fine. But if we're going to add the second one, like I said, more, I think you'd be able, looking at that first screen, look like you could add training slides.
Training slides, that would be for the score.
Oh, okay.
Because the score is what's actually meant for like training software.
Mm.
And then like uploading a video is like uploading, like let's say, like uploading my Borealis video.
You should be able to go on the same training piece with the video embedded into the score training material.
Right.
Just saying.
No, like.
Okay, so this is still processing. I'll come back to it a little bit later. Do you have any questions so far about either of the two processes for uploading videos?
No, I think we're good for right now, Dusty. I mean, first one was really straightforward. Second one was a little, but I mean, once we use it, would be probably all right. And that one had the show me tutorial, you said, so we'd probably take it.
Yeah.
So I don't see us using that, but till I get in and see what we can do, right? It's hard to say, but.
Well, to look at the other content, let me get a resource that I can use for this. Okay, so let me refresh to see if this is processed. No, still processing. So under content, there's an option for content uploader. And this is basically a drag and drop action where I have a SCORM course here, and I'm this little folder that I have of courses. I'm going to select this course and drag it over to the window, and then it's going to upload the SCORM course. One thing that I should probably show you before I delve into this, while this is processing, I can show it to you. There's a site called SCORM Cloud, and you can Google SCORM Cloud. And it's cloud.scorm.com. It's free. You don't have to pay for it. And I already have a login. So what this is going to do, it is going to test the validity of the content. So you want to make sure that you have valid content whenever you're creating SCORM content. And it sounds like if you're using something such as an Adobe product, you probably have a good guarantee that the content's going to be valid. So I'm going to upload this course. And it'll upload the course to SCORM Cloud. Okay, so this is uploaded. If I click launch, to launch the course just like in a regular learning management system. That's actually paused. Let me view it on the LMS. So this is uploaded successfully. So after it uploads, we have to select a provider. Again, select Blue Earth. And then we select View Catalog. View Catalog will take us to the item within the catalog, and right now it's showing up as a draft. So we'd have to actually go into this training by clicking on the title, and we would have to publish it. So I do want to edit this title, and I'm going to call this Blue Earth Test. Save that. If it's mobile compatible, then you have to select mobile.
My favorites. I wanted to see if I had access to his, like the admin stuff I have, but it just seemed as his list is way bigger. I don't remember seeing the materials and all
really?
that. Yeah,
Oh yeah. Might be depending.
So this is, you have to set the availability as well. So if we click select users in the availability area, we can select the users that are available that you want to be able to search for this training. So if I
everything we're going to do is Blue Earth.
Yeah. So we just make division, right? You can select by division.
Yeah, but everything we're doing is
Oh,
for everybody, right?
Yeah.
So it's
One comes with availability.
Hmm?
Right? In terms of availability.
yeah.
So it's important that you save your availability. And so once you have everything set, you can click publish. And then so that course has been published to the system. And then you can manage that through admin, catalog, and you can go to the course catalog, and that will show up in your list of courses. Here's the course. And it'll also show up under your learning assignment tool, so you can assign the training that way.
Okay.
Pretty simple process.
Yeah, that didn't seem too bad. Isaiah, any questions? No.
Well, if you have any questions about anything, whenever you start actually creating content and publishing content, please reach out to me and let me know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'll send you an email after this to get Isaiah added into the system.
Okay.
He'll be the one more likely publishing the content to the system.
Okay, great.
But might be me too, but more than likely I'm gonna make him do it.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.